These are some of the leaders in our world today. They are disciplined, respected, followed, and trustworthy. They already have experienced things, has good skills, and indeed, they are gifted. But have you ever thought if our leaders are born? Or rather, if our leaders are developed? Each and every person in this world are born. So yes, leaders are born. But a successful and effective leader, they were developed. That is why they have the leadership within them. To understand more, let us first define what is leadership. Leadership is a process by which a person influences others to accomplish an objective and directs in a way that makes it more cohesive and coherent. So if you want to be a leader, you can do it. Everyone has the potential. But of course, it requires process and perseverance, because leadership doesn't develop in a day. To discuss more, New York Times best-selling author John C. Maxwell had created the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And based on his third law, which is the law of process, we can determine that leaders are developed. It is stated that leadership develops daily, not in a day. So leaders require seasoning to be effective. If you continually invest in your leadership development, the inevitable is growth over time. The relationship between growth and leadership is the capacity to develop and improve one's skill that distinguishes leaders from their followers. The learning process is ongoing. A result of self-discipline and perseverance are successful leaders that are learners. So under the third law of John C. Maxwell, there are phases of leadership growth. There are 5 of them. The first one is I don't know what I don't know. The second one is I know that I need to know. The third one is I know what I don't know. The fourth one is I know and grow and starts to show. And lastly, I simply go because of what I know. So we will be discussing them one by one. The first phase is that I don't know what I don't know. Meaning, few think of themselves as leaders, and as long as a person doesn't know the importance of leadership, he isn't going to grow. The second phase, which is I know that I need to know. In this phase, at some point, we discover we need to learn how to lead. On the third phase, which is I know what I don't know, if we don't get better at leadership, our careers will eventually get bogged down. In this phase, you develop a plan for personal growth on areas you need improvement. Second to the last phase is that I know and grow and it starts to show. When you recognize your lack of skill and begin the daily discipline of personal growth, exciting things start to happen. You start becoming an effective leader, but you have to think about every move you make. And the last phase, I simply go because of what I know. Your ability to lead becomes almost automatic. You develop great instincts, which results in incredible payoffs. But the only way to get there is to obey the law of process and, of course, pay the price. So we have discussed the proofs on how leaders are developed. And a quote to live by another leader: the secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his time when it comes. Linking to an old saying, champions don't become champions in the ring. They are merely recognized there. Well, that's true. Because if you want to see where someone develops into a champion, you should look at his daily routine, or the process and the trainings wherein from the start and up to the last of how he became a champion or a leader. So that's all, folks.